Hello, welcome. Let us discuss about thread dump analysis using tools. It means how you can use a tools to analyze the thread dump. These tools will make your thread dump analysis task easier. Just like we use different tools in day-to-day life for different tasks, we can use a tools for thread dump analysis as well. There are various tools available in the market for a thread dump analysis, and in your organization you might be using only one tool, or you may not be using any tool at all. Here our purpose is not to go deep into any tool, but to understand the concept of using tool for thread dump analysis. Once you understand the concept, you can use any tool that is being used in your organization. In a matter of a week, you can adopt to any tool that is being used in your organization. For thread dump analysis, we can also use a combination of tool and manual interpretation for deeper insight. Also, we have discussed when you are taking a thread dump, you will take a multiple thread dumps to analyze the trend. You take a thread dump 1, wait for 5-10 seconds, maybe 20 seconds, then take a thread dump 2, so that you can compare whether anything is changing, what is the trend, right? You need to take a thread dump when you suspect some issue in the application, or you notice some issue while the application is running. Now, as far as tools are concerned, there are various tools. Some of the examples include Fast Thread, GC Easy Thread Dump Analyzer, HP Thread Dump Analyzer. Most of the tools available in the market are paid, means you need to buy a license to use them. Some of these tools provide a couple of weeks of free trial. The steps you generally need to follow for thread dump analysis using a tool is somewhat similar to thread dump analysis that you do using a manual process. First thing is you collect the thread dump. We have already discussed how to collect or take a thread dump, right? And then in manual analysis, you will manually do the thread dump analysis. But in case of using a tool, whatever the thread dump that you collect in a file, you will load that file into the tool, and then tool will give a insight from the analysis. Then you decide the action to be taken, and then once the issue is rectified, you retest and verify the result. Now let us practically understand how you can use a tool for thread dump analysis. We will use the pastthread.io, which provides a 14-day free trial. We will use this tool to practically understand how you can use the tool for thread dump analysis. The purpose is to make you understand the concept here, and once you understand the concept, you can use any tool that is being used in your organization. Let me open the FastThread website and let us do a registration on the website. This tool, the FastThread, you can use for Java thread dump analysis. It means it will only support the Java application. If your application is using some other programming language, you will have to use some other tool that is designed for that particular programming language, right? Here you can sign in with Google, or you can sign up with your email ID. I have already signed up. Once you log in, you will find the dashboard section like this. Here you can either upload the file, you can also copy paste the thread dump directly here, or you can also use the API that is being provided here. We have already discussed how to take a thread dump, and we have collected a thread dump for various scenarios. I will load one of those files and let us analyze. Choose the file, and we have taken a thread dump here for analyzing the high CPU usage illustration. I will use that thread dump and I will browse that file here. So that file is uploaded here. Let us analyze that. It is generating the report. You can see here it is showing problem is detected. If your application is experiencing high CPU consumption, the threads reported in the CPU consuming thread section might be contributing to the issue. Please review this section to investigate further. So if you click here, it will take you this high CPU consuming thread. This is a my thread. We have already done a thread dump analysis earlier for this particular thread dump using a manual approach. Here it is telling this is the thread which is consuming a high CPU, and please investigate further. It's also providing a status of other threads. Here it is providing a flame graph. Flame graph means here this flame graph provides the stack trace, the flow of the program, and how many threads are active at a given point of time. Here at the base it is starting with 13 threads, and then here 2 threads, here 1 thread. You can see thread count, here thread count is 7, right? Here this is our example which is using thread count of 1 at a given point of time, right? High CPU usage example. And these are all different threads. They are daemon threads or the threads managed by the JVM. Here they are providing various details related to the thread dump. If you are using this application in your organization for thread dump analysis, you can do some R&D and you can easily learn these features in a 1 or 2 weeks of time. Like this, there are a lot of tools available in the market. Once you understand the concept, it should not be difficult for you to adapt to any tool. So let us analyze one more thread dump. Go to the dashboard, and we have taken a thread dump for a deadlock scenario as well. If you select this thread dump we have taken for a deadlock illustration, let me analyze this. See, here it is telling problem is detected. The application is suffering from a deadlock. Here are the threads that are causing the deadlock. If you click here, it will show the threads. Thread 0 is in deadlock with thread 1. If you observe here, this thread, that is thread 0, is waiting for the lock on this particular object 5630, right? This object. But this object is already locked by this particular thread 1. This particular object 5620 is locked by thread 0, but thread 1 is waiting for the same object 5620, right? Here thread 1 is waiting for thread 0 to release, and thread 0 is waiting for thread 1 to release. So it is in a deadlock situation. It means program cannot continue the execution further. So in this way you can use a tool for a thread dump analysis. Again, remember there are a lot of tools in the market for a thread dump analysis, and also you might have to use a different tool based on the programming language that is being used in your application. The purpose here is to make you understand the concept. This is about using a tools for thread dump analysis. Thank you for watching.